Hey, it's Roy. Most of you know me. I'm in my studio here that we used to call Yuma Art Spot, where we work with anybody who wanted to do art of any kind. We're sort of rebranding and going through some changes, and it's life is art now, taking on a broader scope. If life is going to be art, then that encompasses a lot more than just the creation of paintings in and of itself. One of the problems that I found was that I wasn't physically and maybe because of that, mentally able to focus and work as well as I'd like. So if life is my art and I'm trying to create a masterpiece, I need to have some pretty good equipment and tools. So my brush, one of the main ones for creating hopefully a masterpiece out of my life, is me. And so I've struggled with sort of weight and health and issues and things, and years in the Marine Corps kept me somewhat thinner, and then when I'm not in the Marine Corps where they force me to do it, I tend to get a little too heavy. So about a month and a half, 2 months ago, after losing a bunch of weight over the last few years and then gaining it all back because I couldn't keep up with working out at the gym and running, it was hurting my knees. Lifting weights was hurting, knees, back, everything. So about a month and a half ago, I started really trying to focus on what I was eating to kind of cut back, but I hadn't found any good exercise. And my eating was kind of hit and miss just because I didn't have the energy to really do it. I wasn't sleeping. I just physically was too run down and sore, and it just affected every part of my life. So that affects what I can accomplish. So after kind of getting frustrated with that, but slowly over a few weeks losing maybe 7 pounds or so, on the diet, off the diet a little bit, I decided to give DDP yoga a try. Not your mama's yoga is the slogan, or it's for people who wouldn't be caught dead doing yoga, or people who would like to do it but think maybe they're too out of shape. So I've been doing that. Now when I quit going to the gym, I think when it really slowed down, my back was so sore all the time that I couldn't hardly function. It would really hurt to get moving. And then I'd sort of get numb to the pain while I was working out, and then I couldn't hardly walk when I left. And this went on for months. Well, I've been doing this yoga for another a little over 2 weeks now, just as best I can. And I found out that that's helping me lose weight and helping me to feel better too. So I've dropped another 7 pounds, 8 pounds maybe, in about 18 days. I'm eating a lot better. I've got a lot more energy. When I started out, I started really easy, and then I tried to work into a couple workouts I shouldn't have done, probably 2 days back to back, an hour at a time, and that kind of wore me out. And then I had a heavy day of kind of a little more work than I'm used to besides painting in the studio. And after 2 days of working a little too hard and then being out working and moving some stuff around and being on my feet, I got really sore. Just my back was killing me, just like it was when I was in the gym a couple years ago. And I was having a hard time even functioning. And I thought, I'm going to keep trying to do these moves and really just take it easy, but go through the motions so I could get the stretching out. And that problem that was ongoing for me for months and months at the gym, between overworking it and then just taking a break to try and get over it, and it would never go away. I think the serious pain from the back being kind of pulled and sore lasted about 4 days. 2 or 3 days really bad, another day or two, and I'm about good as new now, thanks to sticking with the DDP yoga. So I thought maybe I'd give some information on that for people who may be in the same problem, maybe a little too heavy, maybe just too out of shape to really keep up with that kind of a traditional workout. So what I found is this is very low impact, if any, on your joints, and you can modify all the positions, so you don't have to be a yoga guru to make it happen, and it's actually a lot of fun. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there, and along with this post, I'll have some links to some other more impressive long-term stories than what mine are, and perhaps to their store if you're interested in purchasing any of the videos. But my point of really getting this message out was, if that's interesting to you and you've tried some other stuff that's not working and you happen to be in the Yuma area, if you'd like some information about it, we'll maybe be going through some of that, maybe Saturday mornings and maybe some mornings through the week, if anybody's interested in coming early and just learning some of the basic things about the program and seeing if it's something you're interested in. And then of course, if you like their DVDs or their online, app, you can just purchase that through them and do it. But if you'd like to kind of have a group of people that meet and get together and work on it, then as far as I know, there's not one in Yuma or really anywhere around here at this point. So I'd like to see if some people want to maybe work on some DDP yoga together, or at least find out what it takes to get started. So look in the post for the links. I'll have one to a guy named Arthur Borman, who had a ridiculous story of weight loss and actually being able to walk again when he was told he'd never be able to. And then I'll link to their store too, so you can kind of check out what their DVDs run and what kind of options they have available. Anyway, that's it. Hope to hear from you, possibly soon.